Talad Noi, Phraya. This area is like an old Chinese neighborhood.
The duck here doesn't have any gamey smell. The meat is tender and the flavor is well balanced.
The broth is 50 years old.
50 years, Chui Kueh at Talat Noi, a 100-year-old market. It has this truly old-fashioned aroma. And it's really delicious in a home-style way. This Hakka noodle shop right here in Phraya is the real deal. Truly old and authentic. They've been open since World War II. The mooncakes available here are truly diverse. They literally boast hundreds of different fillings. Even the rich, flavorful syrup is carefully aged for a full 4 to 5 years before they finally use it in their delicious creations. There are so many restaurants in the Talad Noi area. If you come to Phraya, you absolutely can't miss this place. Hello, in today's video, I'm right in the heart of Bangkok in one of the city's oldest neighborhoods, Charoen Krung. Charoen Krung Road is incredibly long. It starts at Thanon Tok and stretches all the way down. It passes through Chan Road, then comes to the Bang Rak area. And now we've arrived at this spot, which is the Talad Noi, Phraya neighborhood. Today, I'm here to take you for a walk and to look for some of the old Chinese food that still remains in this area, right here in the Talad Noi, Phraya neighborhood. And before we get started, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to hit the notification bell to follow me. Now, let's get going in this Talad Noi, Phraya neighborhood. Once you enter this area, you'll find street art and coffee shops. The houses here still retain their old Chinese character, but now you also see more young people from the new generation coming in. So things have been adapted to fit with modern times. For example, there's a lot of street art now. Back when I first came here, there were lots of small snack shops in this neighborhood, but nowadays most have almost disappeared. However, one place still holds an event every year, the Vegetarian Shrine. In Talad Noi, there's a very large vegetarian shrine. When the Vegetarian Festival comes, the place is packed with people and all kinds of foods are for sale. This area has also been adapted for people to stroll around. I have to say, if you come here on the weekend, it gets really crowded. People come here to take all sorts of photos in this neighborhood. As soon as we come out of Soi San Chao Rong Quayak, we're going to kick things off with our first shop. This first shop has been open for over 50 years, and I've been eating here for a long time. This place is famous. Everyone knows it. It's the Chao Tha Braised Duck Noodle Shop. Let's check it out. Here it is, the delicious Chao Tha Braised Duck. You can see just how big this braised duck shop is by looking at their pot. Standing here, I can already smell the delicious aroma. This is real braised duck. Hello, dear Grandma. Grandma here is from the very first generation, the original founder.
The original recipe.
What's your name, Grandma?
My name is Pai Noi, but everyone calls me Ama Noi.
How old are you now, Grandma?
Over 90, let's say 91.
So how did you end up making braised duck?
As for boiling duck, well, I'm from Rangsit, Klong Sam.
You live in Klong Sam.
Whenever we made offerings to the gods, I cooked with Auntie Hui. We'd boil everything together for the ceremony. I got a bit of the recipe from her, then adapted it myself.
Rangsit is really a duck area. Back in the day, they raised ducks by letting them roam the fields. They'd be in flocks left out in the rice paddies.
My family also raised ducks. In the evening, we had to row a boat to herd the ducks back into the coop.
They call it field-raised ducks. So what did you decide to open a shop here?
Back then, when my kids were little, I just sold odds and ends. But when they grew up, I thought about selling duck noodles.
So how many years have you been running this braised duck shop? 54 years now. And what's the secret of Grandma's braised duck? What makes it so delicious that everyone comes to eat it?
The duck here doesn't have a gamey smell. The meat is tender, and the flavor is well balanced.
Talking about it doesn't paint the picture. Grandma, are you okay? Should we see the duck or have your son show us?
My son can bring it over for you to see.
Well, thank you so much, Grandma. You're so strong. Let me take a look.
Thank you, my dear.
Hello there, everyone.
Ah, Grandma's son is a master at making duck. Here it is. Can you bring it over so I can take a look?
This one is almost done cooking.
What breed of duck is this?
It's a Poiy Chai breed. It's a cross between Muscovy duck and Thai duck.
Whose recipe braised duck? Grandma's recipe.
Yes, Grandma's recipe.
His mother came up with it. This recipe has been around for 50 years.
That's right. The broth in this pot has been going for 50 years.
Let me explain a bit. Many of you, when I take you to goose or duck restaurants or any kind of place like that, they use this kind of broth to cook. And I said, wow, 50 or 60 years, and they never change it. They really don't change it. It's just that sometimes they pour it out, clean the pot thoroughly, then pour it back in, and they boil it every day. So even after another 50 or 60 years, it will never spoil. It won't. They boil it every day and seal it up so nothing can get in. What they mean is the duck itself. When it's boiled, the sweetness from these animals, pork leg, duck, chicken, goose flavors seep into the broth.
That's right. No matter if it's pork leg, duck, or chicken, the more popular the dish, the richer the base stock becomes.
This is an old traditional Chinese recipe, and this is pretty much how it's done. Here it is, stewed duck noodles from Chao Tha. Every time I come, I always go for this one. Sliced duck served on a plate. This is the duck from the pot earlier. Look how juicy it is, really appetizing. I have to admit, their duck is really tender. And as I mentioned, they use Poiy Chai duck here, which has thin skin and no fat. The braising sauce isn't too sweet either. It's slightly salty, with a subtle umami flavor. The braised sauce is made with Chinese herbs in true Teochew style. The dipping sauce here is amazing. They also have sai kyle, crystal intestines. At some places, these can be tough and chewy, which can be dangerous for elderly people. They could even get stuck in your throat, but here they have just the right amount of crunch. So to sum up, the braised duck at this place, it has that fragrant aroma typical of braised duck. It's a little salty with a hint of sweetness, not overly sweet, which is their style. When everything comes together, the flavor is well balanced. As for the meat, I really like it. It's not too tough or dry, just tender enough. When you dip it in the sauce here, it's got a bit of a spicy kick, not too sour though. And here we have the signature braised duck, just like the name suggests. This is from the Chao Tha braised duck shop, served in a portion like this for 120 baht. They take the marinated duck from the big pot, chop it up, and then braise it over heat until it becomes this tender braised dish. It melts in your mouth. Personally, I actually prefer sliced duck. You get more texture melt. With braised duck, the meat just falls apart and melts in your mouth. This depends on personal preference, but they offer both options. Another thing they say is the restaurant's signature dish is stir-fried noodles with water mimosa. Their stir-frying style is unlike anywhere else. Other places might stir-fry with oil, but here they use water to stir-fry, then mix the noodles directly into this broth. After that, they add various seasonings until the broth is absorbed and dries into the noodles, making them incredibly fragrant and flavorful. This dish has shrimp, pork, and squid, and it's sold for 90 baht. Truly the king of the stir-fried water mimosa noodles. I'd say it's the best. The taste comes from the tenderness of the noodles and the sauce that the noodles have absorbed. The noodles have soaked up so much flavor. They're really soft and delicious. They pick only the young, tender water mimosa. The taste is right, perfectly balanced. It's spicy, fragrant, and salty, full of flavor. To sum up, this place is one of the oldest original restaurants in the Talad Noi area. If you come here, you can't miss these two dishes. They are the stir-fried noodles with water mimosa and braised duck. You can choose between sliced or braised duck. Both are available. Come and give them a try. In this video, I'm taking you to some of the best spots in Talad Noi. We started off with a restaurant that's been around for 50 years. Let's see what the next place will be like. Just follow along with me. As we keep walking and get closer to this area, we'll pass by this bank. This is Siam Commercial Bank, or as it was formerly known, Siam Kamajol. According to what people say, this is the very first bank in Thailand, located right here. I just want to say that right here. The Talad Noi area has tons of restaurants, but today I'm going with a Chinese food theme. So I'm going to focus specifically on the Chinese food theme in the Talad Noi area first, and then we'll head over to Phraya. Now there's another old restaurant in Talad Noi that I want to show you. It's right in front of me now. Let's go. All right, we've arrived. The braised duck place we just visited has only been open for 50 years, still young. This is the real deal. Chui Kueh Talat Noi, a 100-year-old shop. I've heard that this particular place has been continuously open since the era of World War II. So let's go inside and ask the owner. What's the 100-year-old recipe like? Is it still the same? Let's go find out. Hello there. Hello. All right, now that we've met, I have to ask you some catalog-style questions. Please introduce yourself. What's your name? My name is Joe Moy. So about this 100-year-old shop, what generation are you? The third generation. And 100 years ago, did you use a cart like this?
No, we used to carry things with a shoulder pole, then switched to a cart.
Oh, so it started with a shoulder pole and then became a cart. And why is it called 100 years? Back then, how did it start? Was it Grandpa sold things?
Grandpa fled from the war and settled down in Thailand. He tried, but nothing failed, so he sold Chui Kueh.
Chui Kueh, right? Well, that's how 100-year Chui Kueh got its start. Let me explain a bit. For the new generation, you might not know what Chui Kueh is. Chui Kueh is a Chinese snack. It's made from rice flour that's ground into a liquid, mixed, and then steamed. Once it's set, it looks just like this. Then the way to eat it is you have to steam it until it's hot first. Then it's topped with preserved radish, shiitake mushrooms, and garlic, and finished off with dark soy sauce or a vinegar-based sauce like this. And it has this wonderfully nostalgic, old-fashioned aroma. Is this hard to make?
You keep stir-frying until color changes.
From the color in the pot here, they'll keep stir-frying until it turns this color. And once it's hot, they'll pour it over the Chui Kueh right here. So let's try it. Give me a serving. Here it is, the 100-year-old Chui Kueh. This is rice flour, just like Uncle said. Then they pour the preserved radish on top. The preserved radish has to be simmered in a brass pot, and the ingredients include shiitake mushrooms. This is their special recipe. The rice cake itself tastes quite plain, but the deliciousness comes from the preserved radish. Let me tell you, the longer you simmer it, the better it tastes. You have to cook it until the natural color of the radish turns a deep, dark shade like this. The filling has a truly unique flavor. The aroma of the radish that's been stir-fried until dry. The texture of the radish changes. When you bite into it, the flavor transforms from the original radish taste into something like this, which is truly delicious. It's not easy to find Chui Kueh steamed rice cakes these days. I recommend this old shop in Talad Noi, right across from the Marine Department. It's a street cart. Whenever you come, you'll eat it then and there. And it's really a simple, homemade kind of delicious. Since it's almost the Mid-Autumn Festival, I've already ordered some mooncakes from a shop nearby. I'll take a moment to stop by and pick them up. This shop is actually the same one I always go to, Bakery Hut. It's located right at the Marriott Surawongse Hotel, not far at all. Let's see how it goes, whether they'll let me film inside or not. Let's find out together. Okay, I've arrived now. I'm heading straight to this shop, Bakery Hut. It's just one alley past the Marriott Surawongse. Turn in and you'll see it right away. It's almost the Mid-Autumn Festival, and of course I'm here to pick up some mooncakes. I have to say, these are the most premium mooncakes for me. So let's go inside and take a look. Okay, I found it right away.
We meet again.
This is Panu, the well-known owner of the Bakery Hut. Whenever there's a Chinese festival, I always think of this place. And as I said, the mooncakes here, they really have a lot of variety. Of course, there must be a secret. Where does the recipe come from and how did it start?
Since we were kids, my grandma made mooncakes to export to Singapore. Because, you know, Chinese pastries, they're mostly eaten by the older generation. The younger generation doesn't really eat them much. So we adapted them into more of a fusion style so that the younger generation can enjoy them and carry on the tradition into the future.
Even though these new beautiful mooncakes look modern, the recipe itself is still my grandma's original one. The recipe has been passed down for over 60 years since my grandma's time. And all these different looking varieties. Did we come up with these adaptations?
Yes, we created them ourselves. The recipes are tailored to suit modern tastes. Honestly, Uncle, at our shop,
We have over 100 different fillings.
but we rotate them regularly.
So what fillings will I get to try today?
The top sellers, you know, out of every 10 customers, about 9 will buy these. Golden Longan Espresso and mango with sweet fish sauce.
I've tried some unusual flavors as ice cream before, but today I see mooncakes with mango and sweet fish sauce. I'd love to see your factory. Would that be all right? Not at all. It's no problem. No problem, right? If there was, that would be interesting. But no, you have to see it. Since you're here, you must see the factory. Please, come in.
Hello there, my name is Sowithan. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm the son of Kun Mai Nu and I help make the mooncakes.
What exactly is this?
This is syrup. It's the base that we mix with the flour.
Is this the syrup that's like 5 or 6 years old? If we just use new syrup, like boil it today and use it tomorrow, can we do that?
You can do it, you can make the dessert, but the taste won't be right. It will make the dessert hard and tough, and the flavor and aroma just won't be there.
Just now, I heard you say that you've made many different fillings, but there's one that really surprised me. I never thought it would be in a mooncake, and that's the mango with sweet fish sauce filling.
Yes, this is the one right here.
There's dried shrimp on top too, see?
We use Kaokamen mangoes for this. They already have a natural sweetness, fragrance, and a bit of tartness. Then we will add in the seasonings that we have carefully prepared. There are things like chili, salt, sugar, and so on.
It's kind of like sweet fish sauce, right?
Here you go. This is about what the filling will look like.
There we have it, mango with sweet fish sauce filling. Now let them bake until done. Once they're finished, I'll take care of things up front.
Just now we saw the mooncakes with mango and sweet fish sauce filling, and the longan espresso, right? Next I'm going to show you another one of our highlights. This particular one is called Hong Kong style custard. It has a lava filling inside as well.
A lava mooncake. I have truly never seen anything quite like that before.
The filling inside needs to be frozen for at least 1 night first. When wrapping it, you have to work very quickly. Otherwise, the lava filling inside will melt.
So now we've seen a rough overview of 3 to 4 different fillings here, and they're all highlights. How good are they? I'll wait for them to finish baking, then go try them to see just how great they are. Okay, now we've come out of the baking room. Now right in front of me, there are 6 different mooncake fillings. I've never tried them before, and I've never even heard of them.
I'd like you to start with the espresso longan one.
There's golden yellow longan in here, so bright and beautiful. As soon as you bite into it, the aroma of coffee fills your mouth. Then it's balanced by the sweetness of the golden longan. I have to say, this one is amazing.
Next, let's try the mango with sweet fish sauce filling.
I have to say, the filling here, to put it simply, it really has the scent of sweet fish sauce. The saltiness, the sourness, the spiciness, the aroma of dried shrimp, the scent of mango. It's all there, unbelievably flavorful. And this is the one I saw recently, the so-called moon cake with a lava or flowing filling. Give it a try. See, it's really molten, glowing lava inside, you know. Normally, we typically see delicious lava fillings in things like traditional dim sum or delightful steamed buns. But today, quite surprisingly, it's beautifully presented in a mooncake. This particular one is actually a rich and decadent truffle. This is a mooncake with a strong aroma of truffle. It fills your mouth with flavor. It really changes the perception that young people don't eat mooncakes. Come here and try it. You won't be disappointed. Like today, when I came here, it's because the Mid-Autumn Festival is coming up soon. If you use this for the festival offerings and give them to elders or important people, it's great, because when we use moon cakes or other Chinese auspicious pastries for offerings, it's for ceremony, and then no one eats them. But here, I have to say, they're truly delicious. You can't find this anywhere else. only here at Bakery Hut. So today, thank you so much. Let me order some more of these.
Sure, absolutely.
Okay, then I'll say goodbye for today. Goodbye.
Thank you very much.
As soon as I left Suryawong, Bakery Hut is just right here, very close by. Coming to Phraya to eat at a place, I have to say, I used to come here a lot back in the day. Here it is, whether it's old or not. It's been open since World War II. This place, Phraya Hakka noodle shop. So how is Hakka noodle soup different from Teochew noodle soup? How is Thai noodle soup different from Chinese noodle soup? Let's go inside and see just how different they are. Ah, here we are. Hello, hello.
Hello there, I'm Man from the delicious Hakka noodle soup located in Phraya.
I've been coming here to eat since he was still in elementary school, and now he's running the place himself. Which generation is this now? This is the 4th generation. So what about the 1st generation? How did it start? What was it called?
If I refer to the 1st generation, I have to call her Ah Tai Fo in Hakka. Ah Tai Fo in Hakka means she married Tai Kung and then started the business here.
How is Hakka noodle soup different from Thai or Chinese noodle soup?
The unique feature of Hakka noodle soup is the meatballs.
Are there types that it must have?
It depends on the recipe, but the original recipe at this shop has 5 types: fish balls, steamed pork balls, fried pork balls, white tofu balls, and fried tofu balls.
Everything here is homemade. That's their unique feature.
The real signature dish is, the signature of Hakka noodles is this pork ball here. This is the base.
When we say pork ball base, why different from others? It's kind of rough in texture.
Because it's made coarsely ground pork. Then it's mixed with fish meat and kneaded together. So the pork itself is really important. If you use pork with too much fat, it gets mushy and won't hold together. When selecting pork, it has to be from pigs that are over a year old and fully grown. You can't use young pigs. The meat smells gamey.
That's why you have to be meticulous. This Y2K shop here at Phraya is the real deal, truly old school. So today, let's go for it.
It's served with rice vermicelli.
Rice vermicelli only?
Rice vermicelli noodles. Why is that? It's been passed down since the 1st generation. Back then, there was one type of noodle, rice vermicelli. They sold rice vermicelli. There weren't even bean sprouts or garlic in the old days. They put rice vermicelli noodles and fish balls, sprinkled vegetables.
Okay, let's go with that. I'll go sit down and wait to see.
All right.
Now all our food has arrived. For this Hakka noodle soup, I have to say the broth is clear and light. Let's eat. Let me first try the soup. The broth here is truly very fragrant because they make their own meatballs here. When they boil the meatballs, the essence from the meatballs becomes the base for the noodle soup broth here. Now, let's try the tofu. This first tofu is steamed tofu stuffed with minced pork. For Hakka noodles, their meatballs have a unique character. They don't make the flavor too strong, but there might be a little bit of flour mixed in, just enough to help it hold together, but not too much. The base is usually pork, shrimp, or fish. There's hardly any flour mixed in, at least in the pork meatballs, in my opinion. They're really delicious. When you bite into it, the aroma and flavor of pork fill your mouth completely. It smells and has a nice bounce, fragrant. This one is a fish ball. The fish aroma is really strong and it's not bouncy. The texture is firm and it's delicious. The Hakka meatball might not taste absolutely perfect or luxurious, but we get to try a truly traditional original recipe for Hakka meatballs here. And then by the 4th generation, they've made it a bit more modern. They call this dish 8 Immortals noodles. It's made with dry noodles, topped with all the dim sum and meatballs, plus a fried egg, and they also add a piece of fried wonton here. I have to say it's really hard to find authentic Hakka noodles like this in Bangkok nowadays. Phraya Hakka Noodles is an original shop with an old traditional recipe. It's a recipe they've been selling since the World War era. So I'd like to recommend another interesting place. After finishing at this shop in the Phraya area, I'm still around here in Phraya. Which shop is next? Let's go check it out. Now we've just left the Hakka noodle shop. There's another place here, and it's actually a full-fledged restaurant. You could say that if you come to the Phraya area, you simply can't miss this place. This place is what you'd call a mama kitchen. And what really made it famous back then was their vegetarian steamed buns, or salapao jay. Eventually, they transitioned into a full restaurant under the name Krua Go. And when they opened this branch here, let me tell you, it was a huge hit, super popular. They ended up opening a bunch of branches all over Bangkok, but the one I'm going to eat at today is their original branch right here in Phraya. Here we are. This is the Krua Go Phraya branch. Now that I've come into the restaurant, I have to say this place is pretty much one of my regular spots. And like I mentioned, about 20 to 30 years ago, this place became famous for its vegetarian steamed buns. Back then, they used to sell them right in the Phraya alley. You had to place your order with Jay in advance. Sometimes you could barely get one in time. Let's see if they still sell those vegetarian steamed buns. I'll call Jay over and ask her. Okay, Jay, do you still have the steamed buns?
Yes, we have vegetarian steamed buns, pork, barbecue pork, custard, black sesame, taro.
Then I'll take 3 vegetarian ones. And as usual, every time Uncle comes here, he always eats the stir-fried noodles with water mimosa.
It's a signature dish of Krua Go restaurant.
Signature dish. And this stir-fried shredded morning glory, it's in the Vietnamese style. It's stir-fried Thai style, but the noodles are Vietnamese style noodles.
And for recommended dishes, there's the oyster omelet.
The oyster omelet, delicious. Fried duck tongue with garlic, the steamed rice noodle rolls look good. Let's go with these.
All right then.
I'd like an iced Chinese tea, please. Now, while we're waiting, let's have some steamed buns. What's special about them is that even though they're vegetarian buns, they're packed with fillings. What you see here is vegetarian. The filling is mixed mushroom. The flavor is still as rich as ever. Back in the day, vegetarian food used to be considered boring. People used to think it was just vegetables with nothing flavorful. But today you find all kinds of vegetarian dishes. Even crispy pork has a vegetarian version. And this one too. Eating something like this, really delicious. Even though it's just mushrooms and vegetables. And now, if you ask me whether I think it's good, I'd say that for a vegetarian steamed bun, it's really delicious. The filling is packed, the dough is soft. All right, now here comes Jengo's kitchen. I ordered the dishes I'm familiar with, the ones that always taste good to me. Every time I come here, I usually go for these kinds of menu items. For the first dish, it's stir-fried noodles with water mimosa. Look at it, it looks really appetizing, doesn't it? I have to say this dish is really flavorful. It has the perfect balance of sour, sweet, and spicy flavors. You could say this place is almost like a restaurant, so the water mimosa shoots they use are top quality, real shoots. They cost about 300 baht per kilogram. And this one, like I mentioned, is morning glory, just a typical Thai vegetable, but the way they cut it here, it's cut in the Vietnamese style. There was a time when this was popular. People bought those special Vietnamese morning glory slices and used them a lot. You insert it into the stalk, pull it through, and it comes out in strands like this. Morning glory is stir-fried until crisp and fragrant with oyster sauce. It's not strictly Chinese nor purely Thai, it's somewhere in between. The main focus is on taste and it's really good. This dish is more traditional while still around. I don't often see it. This is lemon duck coated in batter, deep fried, then topped with finely shredded kale, also fried crispy and finished with creamy salad dressing. Awesome, awesome. I haven't had a dish like this in a long time because this kind of dish is typically found at garden restaurants. You rarely see it in regular restaurants, but in an old-style garden restaurant, a big restaurant, and a garden eatery, you'd find this flavor. Like this one, it's a yen ta pho hot pot. Back in the day, I never thought it would end up in restaurants or shopping malls. At that time, the first place I had it was at Tip Top. It was a kind of coffee shop located in Patpong. They actually had this dish on the menu. It was yen ta pho hot pot. And after that, I started seeing it everywhere at other places. The taste is really good. It's rich, sweet, sour, fragrant, and delicious, full of flavor. I have to say, this place is kind of a family-style restaurant. The prices are reasonable and the food is delicious. It's also easy to find and there's parking available. Just about 100 meters past the restaurant, there's plenty of parking. If you come to see Phraya, you can't miss this place, Krua. So today, I took you around to try out some small local eateries. In this area, known as the Phed Talat Noi, there are so many different kinds of restaurants. I took you to eat at everything from old, long-standing places to street carts and even semi-formal restaurants. Every place I took you to is a spot I personally like and visit often. And for the next video, if you want me to go anywhere, just let me know and I'll go. But don't forget to help me out by liking, sharing, subscribing, and hitting the bell to follow me. Next time, I'll take you to enjoy more delicious food together. Bye-bye.